Hey guys, it's me, Crow. I finally got to go back to one of my other decks for this profile. So I was playing 40 card Paleo, didn't get to play as much as I would like for it, and the consistency wasn't that great for me. So I swapped over by recommendation of shout out to my friend Nick Chan. He told me, him and a friend of mine called Joe told me to switch over to 60 card because it just happens you can play more draw cards and just have more draw power with the deck, and you can be way more consistent with it. So with this, it's going to be my Paleo Frog 60 card version. It's fully completed. The only thing I needed to fix would be the side deck, but I don't play it that much to really care. So it's just at that point up to personal opinion or what you play against half the time. So let's get right into it. For the first part of the deck, we have the Frog engine. So like your 3 swaps, your 3 dupes, your double Ronin. Ronin, dupe, swap, basically self-explanatory. It's Paleo Frogs, what do you think? So with that, we play 2 of the Lilith Lady of Lament because she is your multi-tool, so you can search out for all your other traps. And even non-Paleo traps, most of them you can search out. So it's basically like a Rhoda for your entire deck, even on your opponent's turn. Even some people still don't know what she does, or some people just don't know the fact she's a quick effect. Because I had some people ash her and just complete like effect failure her before I get to go off with her effect, and then next on their turn, quick effect. So they just end up playing her around her stupidly. But that's why I have 2 of her. I do want to play 3, but I don't want to try it out yet. For the hand traps, we run 2 Ash, 1 effect failure. I only run 2 Ash because I hate having 3. I just feel like it's not that good as much as having 1 effect failure because you never know when he comes up. He just comes up at random times in a duel versus Ash. You know you're gonna be hitting something with her. But that's just my personal opinion. You can play your 3 Ash or 3 effects. I don't really care. It's up to your personal opinion, but that's just it. And for the last bit of monsters, I main deck the Inspector Borders. I don't like playing it in the side deck. I do believe you should always play it in the main deck, only for the simple fact that you can just say summon it. You can literally win games by just for them underestimating your deck. Just summon Inspector Border, set 5, and they still won't know what you're playing. So I think just having the element of surprise like that is just stupidly good. Other than that, you just should. I just don't think you should run him at. I don't think you should run him in the side. For spells, we only run 5. 3 card Demise, double Pot of Desires. Desires doesn't really come up that much, only because I just don't like banishing the deck that much. But you know, it has to happen sometimes. Cut your deck out, get more options. Card Demise is kind of the same thing, but I like discarding certain Paleos. For the main traps that you're always going to use, the 3 main Paleos, Dominiscus, Ondilius, and Canadia. Canadia's Book of Moon, MST, free banish, discard 1. I don't use him as much as I use these 2, but you know, it is how it is. But you know, the only thing about it is you just go into I just happen to go into the Book of Moon 1 more. For the other Paleozoics, we run 2 of the Mozzarella. Fucking love this thing. Just free foolish any trap you need, and then it just cuts out certain options you don't want in the deck. So like if you have a dead Paleo, you get to just mill it out of your deck and just have a free target to go into for whenever your next trap activates. And for the other ones, 1 Leech. People don't like him. I personally do. I think he's good in case if worst comes to worst, someone not called by the grave, but just somehow banishes your traps before you could get to him. He's just a good way to say, all right, cool, I'll just put an extra trap back in my grave. 1, because I hate people blowing up my Toad. So you just activate this and it basically makes them crash and you get a free fucking kill. And Tequila, only because he's the 6th piece of draw power you have. So if you do draw him, you just get extra free 2 cards in case if you have a dead in case you have a dead paleo. Like, there are times where you have a dead paleo that just doesn't need to come up, or you just don't need, so you just discard and get 2 cards for free. So I have played him into getting, like, my Pot of Desires or my, fucking Card of Demise, and then just win from there. For the other traps, 3 Solemn Judgment and 3 Dark for Bribe for the main negation. Judgment doesn't come up more than... Judgment only comes up for certain decks very fucking fast. I've literally had a few games where literally I just wiped board. By the way, fuck Solomon Grades. Just because of them, lost win. In any other, this in Thunder is the best matchup you have for this. And it also is good because even if you mill it by accident or stupidly activate Marilla and mill it, you get to just say, alright, cool, lost win goes back to great, sets back because you summon the monster, negate its effects, cut it in half. It just gets rid of a lot of problematic monsters. Triple Compulse because a lot of people have I don't like being destroyed, so skeet skeet. So I just say, alright, cool, skeet skeet, put him back in hand, summon him again, have fun. Triple Magic Cylinder, only because I just love trolling people. It's literally called, this is literally my Troll and Toad deck. So, I like a sponsorship, if we could get it. Please, Troll and Toad, sponsor me. Don't sponsor me. Or sponsor me and then I will make a Twitch for you guys. However it goes. But, 3 Magic Cylinders, it wins me so many games, I don't know why I wouldn't play it. And then the camera guy can even tell you too. I win a lot of games off it. Threatening Roar because I hate people swinging. I hate you having options. Triple Crackdown, and because fuck you. That's pretty much it. Triple Crack, but in all seriousness, the Triple Crackdown's good because you get to say any real bad option or Rhoda usage card they will have, you get to just Crackdown it and negate it, so you don't have to give them that plus. So if someone summons a Stratos, you Crackdown it on summon. So technically this will resolve first and negate its effect so they won't get the search. So you basically kill for their Rhoda for them. And the other 2 cards that I run in the main, these are the only 2 ofs really in the deck. Wambuku and Red Reboot. Red Reboot is just good against Altergeist because I see a lot of Altergeist play now. So just Red Reboot them and teach them who's boss. And double Wambuku because you just don't want, there are just times where Toad it doesn't live up to as great as it is. Like, it's a very great deck, it's just that sometimes you're just going to want to say, okay, I don't want my monsters destroyed. It's just that extra little boost of confidence to save you another turn and a monster. You just never know when you're going to need them. For my extra deck, I play Triple Red Frog, we all know why. Totally awesome, won't be a totally awesome deck without it. 1 Paleozoic, you only honestly need 1, because the only time you're ever going to search or play him from the hand is when you summon him. So he just comes out and becomes very useful very quick. And some people just think that, and you can't, and also, you don't take, the important part to say is that he's unaffected by other monster effects, which is something I always wanted in a monster. And him being that means that I just don't lose him to bullshit ass cards. 1 Cursed Lance in case I just need to swing for game. Just for that little bit. Cyber Dragon Infinity. Only because I originally in this build, I just never messed with this extra deck piece. It's just there to be there. But I do want to run Waking the Dragons at 3 in the side deck, which I forgot to do. So he's just there for those Waking the Dragons. Borosword and Borreload, they're just great combo pieces. I had a game where literally Borreload and Borosword both came up, where he plays Borreload, hits me with Construct and Borreload. I say, okay, give me your Borreload, form with my Borreload, and then so we take his Construct and then wipe his field because of that. Then after that he kills it and I Borosword him for game. It's just fun. I don't know why you wouldn't play those. 1 Triple Burst Dragon. He comes up very rarely, but if you just need that extra link off, he just makes it easier, and he's an extra negate too during battle. He just makes things easier. Marine says Coral Animo. I don't know how to say her name well, but she's just so fun. She's fun to play in case you have... I need to get a Link 3 Water Monster only because she's a Monster Reborn. But if you end up having the one Paleozoic and you just say Special Summon Slothfrog, summon whatever I need to summon, Link into 2, summon her, Link, summon something else, and then you just get a free bonus monster. She's just a Monster Reborn for a Water Monster. The second effect will never pop off with this deck in your life. But, you know, not hard to believe. One Mistar Boy, because you only need the one. I honestly do think you need 2, but, you know, you're never going to get that far with the game because it's either you're going to solidify your win or you're going to solidify your loss. There's no way you going in. But also, there's nothing that beats just going into your swing beam for a totally awesome for 27. Nothing beats just doing that. And we have super poly targets. Yay! We have Starving Venom because you always have to run him for any deck that decides to be an asshole. The Guard Dragon World Legacy, I'll get into that in a sec. And the Chimera. My whole thing with the Guard Dragon is that in case if your opponent with Solomon Grace just goes full combo, Super Poly, make him, they wasted their entire board. That's just my idea with it. You know, you don't have to listen about that. Honestly, I was going to run double Chimera because it just comes up more. So, that's just that. I don't really know. Your Super Poly targets can be whatever, but I just prefer these to be mine. For my side deck, like I said before, my side deck never really got completed, or I just never got to finish it because I'm just super fucking lazy. We run 2 Silent Graveyard just for the Orcus matchup. You just don't want to see them play, have fun, so that's just for the Orcus matchup. Triple Super Poly for the Super Poly targets. Double Heavy Storm Duster. I don't like playing in the main deck because you already have 3, you have the Undilius, and you also have Recursion for it, possibly, I think, if I remember well. But you play these only in case if you're playing against Altergeist or something, but you rarely do, because you negate them already off the bat. 1 Rivalry in case we're playing against something like dumbass decks. 1 There Can Only Be 1. 2 Summon Limits. 1 Fog Blade, because I believe in my Fog Blades, and I love them. And these are going to be Waking the Dragons, but for now, Ring of Destructions until I find my Waking the Dragons. The only reason I tech these in is just because you never, like I said, you never know. The only thing that sucks is that when they say something that can't be targeted on the field, but by that time you should already be winning, or you should already be able to kill it. That's why you have Borreload and Bull Sword. But that's pretty much that. So far, my only problem with this deck is just having a solidified, like, knowing what I want to play the side for the most part. The only things I definitely know I'm going to be playing is the Silent Graveyards, the Floodgates. From there, I don't really know what I want to play, because if you're playing the True Draco matchup, with the only reason I have There Can Only Be 1 in here, even though it screws you over, if you're playing the True Draco matchup, if you already have your Borreload or Boar Sword on the field, why are you worried? Like, you should be playing it after you set Link Summon anyway, so that's just my thought process. I'm not saying I'm the best duelist on the planet, but like that's just how I see the game, or at least I see the matches here. What I would do is I would change up my side deck a lot. I probably would add Lancias for the Orcus matchup, because the Orcus matchup is the most disgusting matchup you'll have. Bro, there have been times where they bricked and then I just said, okay, cool, free win. From there on, not much I would change. I would probably add a few other cards if I ever got them in my hands. But that's pretty much that. But this is like the final product for, almost said Orcus. This is the final product for my Paleozoic frogs so far. If anybody has anything they want to say in the comments, just let me know. We both read our comments. We both read our comments. We both read our comments.
We read the comments.
Right, read our comments. And I regret all of you. If you don't subscribe right now, you'll get a free talk. But in all seriousness, though, we do read our comments. I do take the constructive criticism. From there on, Paleozoic frogs are just something that I'm kind of playing around with right now in this format because everyone's playing their little rockets. I hate Federicos. That's just from there on. But in all honesty, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to like, comment, subscribe, we have a Twitter. We have a Patreon now out.
Not yet.
We do.
We don't.
I didn't tell them.
What?
But
we have an Instagram that we never post on. That you forgot the password to.
I kind of did forget the password, so we'll make a new one.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm gonna hate myself for making that password too. But that's pretty much my Paleozoic deck. But
Dick?
I hate you. That's my Paleozoic deck. If you guys like, comment, subscribe, just follow us on everything. We are trying to upload it more consistently. I have more consistent uploads. But unfortunately, currently at this moment, it's hard for us to get all these decks done within a week span. At least for us, because we don't get that much done. But we can get as much as we can. Like, we finally got this. We're gonna have another deck list, I believe, on its way to you guys probably on Friday, I believe.
Probably.
Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna be uploading Wednesdays and Fridays.
Or Monday and Friday. We're gonna try and upload twice a week. Maybe sometimes one.
We're never gonna get this video monetized.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you doing? Alright, well that's the video.
Alright, see you guys.